I had a client contact me, and he had a web designer build a website for him, and it was probably one of the most heinous real estate websites I've ever seen. And I said, I cannot, he wanted to hire me for PPC. I said, I cannot take you on as a PPC client in good faith. I said, I don't want your money that much that I would send traffic to this website page, a different one, not this one, because you would never, ever in a million years convert. It was some cheap website through one of the, one of the cheap hosting providers have for like $3 a month. I said, you're going to pay up to $15 a click in the real estate market for your keywords. And I said, I'd be ripping you off if I took you on as a client and said, sure, let me set you up a really optimized account to a really garbage landing page with no SEO in the source code. It's not going to work. Well, of course, he didn't like what he heard because he just finished paying the web designer, contacted me after the website was built, which I get all the time, and it's a shame because if I start out from inception, and I wish I could show you a lot of the other websites I've done, but I have non-disclosure agreements with them, and I can't, so I can't show you those, but they're pretty phenomenal. Anyway, so I'm going to show you this one, and this is just as phenomenal. So I said, if you want, I'll work with your web designer. I've worked with many web designers. I have the design and the layout down, and we build, in this case, this is geo-targeting, and most real estate agents are geo-targeted, so this works out well for most people. If you do have a brick-and-mortar business and you're on the line, or you have something you want to target, or you want to start your own PPC and SEO business and you want to do geo-targeting for other people. So we revamped the website. His big thing was his free mortgage calculator. He said he wanted to get people to fill it out. Here's the problem with that, and the client isn't always right, but I do give them some leeway, but I knew he was wrong. He wanted this free calculator and figured he'd get a lot of opt-ins this way. Well, he's getting more phone calls and opt-ins because a lot of people, even though you are going to buy a house, you can go to Zillow.com or some other sites. You don't have to fill in your name, phone, address, city, zip, and email. This is too much information. There's a lot of trust on the internet today. People are not going to give all that information out, and they're not, but they are picking up the phone and calling him. Now, if you do want to track phone calls on the internet, say you have a business that has a regular phone number, you can go buy an 800 number that you can pull reports from, change the number online to your PPC, or you can have one for PPC, one for organic, and these phone numbers are coming in through your PPC campaign, so you'd have a separate phone number, because a lot of people don't do phone call tracking. There's companies out there that'll charge you $5,000 to $100,000 for phone tracking. You don't need to do that. Just go buy an 800 number from a service where it tracks your calls, the minutes, you can see where they come from, and you can track your own for like $10 a month. So consider doing that if you're running PPC to a website. Change the phone number so you know that those leads are coming in. And now we'll talk about the optimization. He is primarily in Carmel Valley. He did not want all of California. I said we were going to target these cities. So if you look at the first URL here, here's what you need to do. If you look at the URL up here, his URL, his main domain name, is My Reverse Expert. Expert and my is irrelevant. I didn't like this domain name, but he already had it. He wasn't going to change it. So you look at least we have one root keyword in here for what he's trying to rank for, which is reverse mortgages. So that definitely helps. So know your research and buy a domain name that has your root keyword in it if you can do that. Try not to have a keyword in front of it. Try to have it after. Those are what I call fluff keywords. Anyway, he wants to rank in Carmel, California, and the surrounding areas, and these are the cities he wanted to rank for. If you look in the URL, we're optimized for geo-targeting here. Not only is he doing PPC, but I also wanted to get him organic rankings. Most of my clients never want to do link building, so I try to do my best for them, even if they don't want to do link building. He went live a few months ago. Reverse Mortgage Carmel, California, and then we have all these optimized. And I did a generic on every page. This is not optimum because his content on the page is predominantly the same. As far as duplicate content, it's not going to necessarily penalize you. It's not as good as unique content, but it's just a matter of you're not going to build PR for all those pages if they are all predominantly the same. However, your internal linking structure, one link per page that does not point back to another page. You don't want reciprocal linking. You want one-way linking. So I'm trying to build links to the home page. So I have reverse mortgage. I could have had the geo-targeting to the home page here. So I'm trying to build PR on the home page. And if I go, hold on, let me... I like Firefox, but I had too many windows open. So let's look at the stats here. And if you see here, we've been live for like 3 months. He's got no links and it hasn't caught up yet on SEMrush because it takes a few months to get indexed. He's a PR2 already. He's got 39 pages indexed. Bing has 1 page indexed, and they see 3 links. With that, which is also, this is pretty cool. Let me go back here. We'll go back here, and where's the other window? I had too many windows open, sorry. If you go to Google and you type in reverse mortgages Carmel Valley, I'm not even putting the state in. I don't know. You could be in a different area, so you might have to put in CA or California. But reverse mortgages Carmel Valley, and I did a search. Well, here's his ad. I only put my time, and this is Firefox does that because it shows you the display URLs. He's in the 3rd position. They do rotate, and I only let my clients be in numbers 1, 2, and 3 position on PPC because you don't want to waste money. Positions 4 through 8 are a waste of time and a waste of money. It's low-hanging fruit. You'll still pay the same amount per click. And predominantly, number 1 now is the best converting position. We'll look at his stats though too. So he's here, and these are the Google local business listings, which does push organic down these days. But if you look at this here, I just did this search. He's in the number 1, and because of our internal linking structure, we've got an indent on a 2nd page here organically. So he's in the number 1 and number 2 positions organically. And if you look here, I always look to see if I can beat somebody else that's ranking organically. We've got a PR2. Okay, we've got a PR2 with 38 web pages, really no incoming links, and we're ranking on the 1st page organically, which is really cool because you look at probably some of the competition here. We've got a PR3, which is pacificgrove.org, and it's a .org, with 1,271 incoming links, 282 pages indexed. And look at this. After 3 months with no link building, because of how I did the SEO, the internal linking structure, and the optimization of the source code, and the keyword density, we're ranking organically solid for 3 months. So for me, I love doing stuff like this. I'm like a total geek, and you guys can do it, and I'm going to teach you how. So the other thing I wanted to show you is look how expensive this is. It's like insanely expensive, and that's the real estate business. I get a lot of realtors calling me. I've done really well for a lot of realtors. Some of them are a little unrealistic, but you know, I know it's a tough market, so you want to try to get as much free traffic as you can. Because look at the cost per click. Calculator, reverse mortgage, mortgage reverse calculator. 12,000 searches cost $14.86 a click in positions 1, 2, and 3. So we just looked and we saw in position 3, and he's usually in position 1 to 2, but they do have to rotate the ads with the other one, the other companies, to be fair. So they rotate. He's usually higher. You can see if I clicked on this, I'm going to cost my client how much money? Almost $15 a click. He can't afford that. So because I optimized everything, let's go and look here. Let me go to my other screen. You could see here for reverse mortgage calculator, here's the broad term. The broad term. He got reverse mortgage calculator phrase match, $8.39. Calculators reverse mortgage, $8.35. If you remember, and we go back here, how much is that supposed to cost us? It's supposed to cost us $14.86. He's got, if you have like 5 clicks, so what did I say that was? $8, and I stink at math. So that's $8.35. Sorry, this is what happens when I have too many windows. $8.35. So you do $8.35. Oh, sorry. Let's just say it's 5 clicks. That cost him $41.75 for 5 clicks. How much should it cost him if he's very unoptimized?